No one in life wants to work hard to make money and then has to go work even harder to go spend that money. They don't want to be a professional home buyer. They're looking for a professional home seller. They know that you've done this 100 times. They need you. How do we spend more time with our clients and close more sales? Here we go. So this is a builder, again, in Florida. They sell against every major builder. It's out of Orlando. They sell against every major builder. And this one builder in the exact same neighborhood outsells the public builders in the same neighborhood 3-to-1, $65,000 more. And they don't have any discounts. And they're constantly being barraged by other builders in the same neighborhood that keep dropping their price. And they just keep holding steady, holding strong. They are trained by us for the last 14 years, every single week. So we're on a call with them every single Friday for the last 14 years. Even through the good times and the bad times, it doesn't matter. They're constantly trained because they believe that they matter. They believe that the most important equation in the sales process is them. Okay, they matter more than marketing. They matter more than the market. They matter more than the location. The most important variable in their success is them, is their mindset, process, and language. And we've been talking about that for the last 14 years. And they're pretty much unstoppable. They're like the University of Alabama of sales. I share that with you because it's possible. In the worst of times, the more you believe in yourself over the market, I promise you, the more you will be free and the more you will sell. You will sell. So why is time over money the ultimate power play in real estate? So finish the sentence for me, right? So finish the sentence. Is that when I was young, I had lots of time, but no money. Now that I'm older, I have lots of money, but no. This is your cue. Yes, thank you. Thank you for helping out. Okay. So when I was younger, I had lots of time, but no money. And as I get older, I have more money, but I have no time. See, my belief system is that your customers are tired of shopping. Your customers, it actually says, the research says it's like 134 hours of what people are spending right now from the initial conception of looking on their phone on realestate.com and I think I want this house and I think I want this, honey, what do you think? And like, it's like 134 hours from the beginning of that initial conception, the initial idea of like thinking about it all the way to actually buying something. It's like 134 hours, it's really nuts. And so by the time they get to you, they're kind of spent, or as the kids would say these days, they're cooked. I just learned that word this past week. They're cooked. So they're spent. I would say spent, they say cooked these days. So they're cooked, right? They're just kind of worn out. And so if you can exchange, write this down, if you can exchange your time, they will give you their money because they're tired of making money, but having to spend all of this time to go spend their money. Let me say it again. No one in life wants to work hard to make money and then has to go work even harder to go spend that money. Like right now, put in the chat box, let's say you need a new outfit and you're going to the Galleria, you're going to the mall, and you're shopping for some new outfit. And you really want something, like you're really interested in it. And you go from store to store and no one just helps you. No one gives you their time. No one makes it easy for you. And so you shop and you look at the different, right? The different racks and you try to find something, you try some stuff on, no one helps you. So what do you end up doing? Right? You get super frustrated and you end up just like, I'm kind of just done with it. And so the next salesperson that you go and see, what do you say? I'm just looking. I don't need your help because I thought you could help me 10 salespeople ago. And the first salesperson didn't help me. The second one didn't help me. The third one didn't help me. The fourth one didn't help me. And so I just assume you're not going to help me too. I'm tired of getting abused. I'm tired of getting let down. I'm tired of getting stood up. And so I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm just looking. I'm going to do it myself. Right? That's what you say. But it's not because you don't want help. You would gladly pay someone right now to stop the misery. If you could go into a store, like fortunately, like I'm to the point now where I'm so tired. I got this awesome person at this store that we shop at a lot, and I'll text them. I'll actually even text them and say, look, I'm coming in right now. I need this. Can you pull some stuff to the side for me? Just because I don't have time to shop. So think about this. if your customers also are in the same situation, they're tired of wasting their time doing all the heavy lifting. They need you. They don't want to be a professional home buyer. Write that down. They don't want to be a professional home buyer. They're looking for a professional home seller. They know that you've done this 100 times. They're not going to do 100 times. They need you, right? They need you. But we all know if someone could just make it easy for you, it would be the greatest thing in the world. It'd be the greatest thing in the world. Last night, Sewell is a great brand. There's actually a great book called Customers for Life, and it's based on the Sewell kind of philosophy in Dallas Fort Worth. And so I bought this Grenadier. It's Eneos Grenadier. It kind of looks like a Defender. A really, really cool car. I'm kind of a car person in the sense of I like these kind of rugged kind of SUVs. Anyway, so they live in Plano. The dealership's in Plano. I'm in Fort Worth. And all of a sudden, I just said, hey, I can't, they gave me another loaner car. And I said, look, I can't make it there. I can't, it's just too far away for me to make it. So it's going to take another week for me to get there on the weekend, to bring the loaner car back, get my car back from service. And the person just said, no problem. We'll just drive it over to your house. And so last night at 5:00, they drove my car back. They picked up their car and that was great. That's phenomenal. Like, think about that. Like they were realizing that my time, I just don't have any time. I have the money, and I even told them, I was like, I will pay someone to drive my car over. I just don't have the time to drive over there. And they said, no problem, sir. We'll just drive it over for you. So I love Sewell. Sewell is great, right? Because they understand and they respect that for me, it's not about the money, it's about the time. And so for your customers, it's the same thing. So how do we do this? Okay, let's go. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this thing, as we say in Texas. So how do we spend more time with our clients and close more sales? Here we go. Number one, you're going to remind them of the pain of wasted time, and you're going to exchange your time for their money. And so, Lauren, I'm going to give you my role play right now. So this is my script. So if you want to push record on your phone, you do that, however you want to do it, okay? But this is my script of how I would say it, right? So again, I want to remind them of the pain of wasted time, and I want to exchange my time for their money. I'm trying to anchor that from an NLP perspective, and I want to future pace. Here's what we're going to do, okay? Here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, hey, Mr. Customer, hey, first off, thank you so much for spending time with us. I know your time is super, super valuable and super important. And so let me ask you, we're not normally the first person that they've seen. Normally, you've been to other builders before us. Like on average, most customers, they usually see, 3, 4, 5 different new home builders before they actually walk into my model home. I'm curious, how many builders have you seen so far? Now, let me take a side note, guys. Why do I say 3, 4, 5, even if I only know that there's only like one other competitor in my neighborhood or in my area? It's because if the higher the anchor that I give them, the more they're gonna tell me the truth. Let me say it again. So if I just say, hey, I'm curious, and notice I didn't do an open-ended question. Hey, I'm curious, how many new home builders did you see besides us? If I say an open-ended question, they're more likely to say, I'm not sure, or I don't want to tell you, or I don't know, and they're going to stop the conversation. I don't want that to happen. Say, I don't want that to happen, okay? So I want to take control here. So I'm going to give them some options. That multiple choice option is going to encourage them to give me one of those options. But then what I also did is I gave them a high anchor. And so again, I said, hey, I'm curious. Most people, before they see us, they've seen, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different new home builders before they saw us. I'm curious, how many builders have you seen before you walked into this door? Okay. So again, by doing that, they're like, well, we haven't seen 6, we've seen like 2. Perfect. You see what I'm saying? It's like, I'm going to force them to give me the truth. The truth will set us all free. So I'm going to say, oh, great. So you saw 2 different builders. That's phenomenal. Normally when a person sees 2 different builders, each builder shows them, the model and plus a couple of different homes, and maybe even some floor plans and so forth. So I'm curious, like, of the new builders you've seen, have you seen like 10 different houses probably between the 2, or maybe more, like 15, 20? Like, I'm curious. And they're like, oh no, probably about 10. Got it. And then usually before a person even sees a builder, they usually have seen like several open houses, like several older houses before they even walk into a builder's house. And so I'm curious, have you seen like 5, 6, 10 like different open houses? And they're like, no, I've only seen about 3. See what I'm doing? So I'm forcing them to give me the truth, right? Got it. So you only see about 3. And then I don't know about you, but like I know when I first started looking for a house, and what my other customers say is that before they even walk into an older open house, they've usually seen like hundreds of houses online. And that search started sometimes 9, 16, 20 months ago. I'm curious, how many homes online did you see? Was it hundreds, 200s? I mean, I don't know if it was 200, but it was probably definitely over 100. And then as far as starting that search, was it like 9, 10, 15, 20 months ago? I mean, it was probably almost a year. Wow. So you're telling me that you started searching for a house 12 months ago in your pajamas, right? Laying in bed on the couch, and you've seen hundreds of houses online. You've looked at hundreds of different areas probably online. You've seen 10 or 15 older houses in person. You've seen 10 or so new construction homes in person, and that led you to me. Man, you must be exhausted. Are you exhausted? Are you exhausted? Has this been, on a scale of 1 to 10, like how, like 10 being this has been the most amazing home shopping experience of your life? I'm curious, what number would you give it? Would you give it a 10, or is it more like, I don't know, like you'd rather get like a root canal than keep shopping for a house? I mean, I don't know if it's like a root canal, Jason, but I mean, it's definitely not been a 10. Got it. Well, here's what I want to share with you is that I apologize. It should not have been this difficult. You should not have been looking for a house for 12 months. You have wasted way too much of your life trying to figure this thing out. And I'm sure it's exhausting. I'm sure it's miserable. I'm sure you're frustrated. I'm sure you're annoyed. I'm sure you're angry. And you're right to be all those things. And starting right now, I'm going to do everything in my power to get your time back. And I'm going to spend time with you. And I'm going to take it slow with you. And we're going to start with your favorite so far. So I'm curious, of all the homes you've seen, is it the new construction or the older home? Is that your favorite? And the reason why I'm asking is because I don't want to waste your time showing you things that you've already eliminated. So have you definitely decided that you're going new, or are you still looking at older homes? No, we've definitely eliminated older homes. We're definitely staying new. Okay, perfect. Of those 2 builders that you saw, which of those 2 would you say is your standout? Oh, it's XYZ builder? Was it one of the models or one of the ones not modeled that was your favorite? It was one of the ones not modeled. Got it. Was it a two-story or a 1-story? It was a 2-story. It was a 3-bedroom or a 4-bedroom? It was a 4-bedroom. Perfect. Was it this one? And I'm literally going to show them the floor plan, and I'm going to get them to tell me, I'm going to compliment it. Hey, this is a great home. Tell me why you like this one. Tell me why you've eliminated other ones. Tell me why the other ones didn't work for you. And I'm going to start with this one, and I'm going to say, perfect. Now that I know this is your favorite, I have about 12 different homes I could show you here today, but right now I'm going to cross off. I'm literally going to do this, guys. I'm going to show them my floor plan list, and I'm going to cross off this one and this one and this one and this one. The reason why I'm crossing those off, Mr. Customer, is because I don't want to waste your time showing you those because you've already eliminated those from someone else. And all I want to do is respect your time, and I want to only focus on what matters to you most. And so because of that, I'm not going to show you these, and we're going to start with this one specifically. Then we're going to compare and contrast how this one improves your life and accomplishes your goals of blank, blank, blank compared to the other ones. And if this one works great, then we'll talk about home sites, the neighborhood, and so forth. If not, I'll figure out what's missing, and I'll take you to the next one. But each home I show you is going to be a better version than the one I just showed you. I'm not going to show you a bunch of different plans. I'm only going to show you each one is better than the one before. Are you ready? Let's go. So if you were to say that to a customer, how different is that compared to what they're normally used to hearing? And would that give you an advantage if you were speaking truth to them, that you're apologizing on how they've been mistreated up to this moment and how you're here to serve them? That's the language, right? That's the language. So I'm reminding them of the pain of their wasted time, and I'm exchanging my time for their money.